final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pop all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones. Back to the same target, Campbell. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Throwing, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver will get involved as this game goes on.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray now to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Look at this Arizona defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fights through him. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Murray. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 18 yards. A big pickup there on 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jones now on 1st down. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Campbell. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Breida. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
They run with Mostert off the option. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Back to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down. 5-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's Barkley on the counter. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. They're exactly right.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. A run between the tackles with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Touchdown! Jakeem Grant. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are on their way to a 2-0 start. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Looking for Campbell downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Murray going to hold on to it once more. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it. It's Murray. This is caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Nifty move. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
23 yards. And the Giants first down.
Throwing Jones. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Throwing on 1st down. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the first.
Now Mostert off the read option, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. Running right on the option is Murray. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball.